my current predicament that I'm having, and here's how I'm going to start it off. I'm going to start it off with a short little paragraph and then dig deep into the issue that I have with today's society and how we treat each other and how we're trying to solve the problems that are going on in different countries, knowing that in our own homes and local places we experience the same problems that other people do in different forms, and we've become naive to it, or we've chose to ignore it, or we've chose to let new technologies, new ways of being influential figures in the world, whether it be social media, the news, products that we purchase, an iPhone, a Samsung, headphones, earpieces. There's so many things that have been introduced into our realm, our world, and it's something that we have adapted to, which is a great thing, but we have also, I feel, taken advantage of and forgotten how to be humans that are compassionate, caring, and loving individuals in today's world, where we should be able to learn how to interact and live with one each other and be companions and share this amazing life that we've been blessed with. But without further ado, here's kind of a little breakdown of what I'm experiencing. As you all know, recently I embarked on this new journey of being positive and sharing positive vibes. I have become conflicted because some of the many different variables and outcomes of different situations have changed my mind on why people don't do these things. Why are people not positive? Why are people negative? Why do they not try to share and be respectful and positive towards one each other and acknowledge that we exist in the same world? And I will get more in depth with that. So I met this individual, his name was House, a 50-year-old African-American gentleman, at the light rail on my way back home. He walked by, and just like I've been trying to be more conscious and be more sharing and respectful of all the people around me, I said hello, and he said hello, and we started having a conversation. And I asked him how his day was going, and he said, I don't know, something about good. He was making it the best of it. And I said, I love your positive outlook on the situation. And slowly it drifted into, we were talking about today's society, and I said, I'm glad you bring up that topic, because here's the current issue that I have. I said, I was not born long ago, but has society always been the way it is today? And he's like, no, I remember talking to each other, smiling to each other, knowing people communicating with each other. He's like, it hasn't always been this way. And I said, when did this happen? How did we get to this juncture in this world that we live in today? And he said, I don't know. He said, but I try to, have a positive outlook and a positive perspective on things. And I said, I agree. But my question to him was, do you feel like other people have become angry, secluded, closed off because of everything around us? Like, maybe since one person does it, then the other person does it, and then the other person does it, and you have the whole domino effect of everyone's, falling into the same traits and characteristics and behavior, because it's just what we know. And that's just one example. Another example was people don't acknowledge one another. You're walking by, everybody's plugged in, and I have no issue with being plugged in. I feel like the ability to answer an email, make a call, look up something, all that is beneficial and has improved our life, while at the same time damaging other parts and harming other parts of our life and who we are as humans. We have forgot to say hello to each other. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing? When you come up to a light, when you walk up to somewhere, when you walk up to a counter and order something, there's people on their phones. People have their headphones, they never take them out. And I know that it's great to have this all at the tip of your hands. Like, your fingertips have all this power. You can have all these things that you can utilize. But whatever happened to acknowledgement of a human, respecting the individuals around us, communicating with each other? What do we just stop? Do we just not acknowledge that other people exist? And the reason I say that is because I've walked to multiple lights. I went in every form of transportation, and when I would say hello to people, they would look at me like an alien was speaking to them. And I know I'm not the most good looking guy. Maybe my face was just that scary that they looked at me like, what the hell is this guy doing? Who knows? And if that's the issue, feel free to comment below and let me know. But to get back on point, I just don't understand why it's so difficult to be genuine towards others, because I don't find it that hard to do. I find it very easy to do. And maybe it's like I said at the beginning of when I started this journey, that I push myself each and every day to be the most caring, compassionate, loving individual that I can be. And if you practice doing those things, it just becomes a habit. And maybe these things have become a habit to me, and it's just easy because I do them all the time. So when I say this, I say this not in a way of anger, and that's where the conflict occurs for me. I'm going to say some things not to brag, not to bring it up in a way to rub it in anyone's face, but on multiple occasions during this trip, I helped people, I assisted people, I was a compassionate person without having the need, without the expectation, without the greed of wanting anything in return. When I took the Amtrak, there was a Asian older lady that I was unsure what she was doing, and I didn't know if she wanted to sit down, and I asked her, "Oh, did you want to sit down? Because, I'm young, I'm spry, I can stand. It's not the end of the world." And she said, "No, thank you." So she was waiting for her bags. So I wasn't sure what she meant, and I said, "Oh, do you need help?" And she said, "Oh, I wait till the train stops," because she was a little shorter, and she said, "So I stand on the seat." I said, "Oh, well, I can get them for you." So I got her the bags, not with the intention of wanting anything in return, but she came back and wanted to give me a $5 bill. When she wasn't looking, I snuck it back into her pocket. The people next to me in the train were two white American individuals, a guy and a woman, and the woman was there, the guy wasn't there, and she told the individual, and he said, "Well, did he take it?" And she said, "No." I don't do things for people to see them or to acknowledge them. I do them because I want to restore the faith in humanity. That's why I do the things I do. I want people to feel like people care about them and love them and do things to be good to one another. that was just one of the many things that occurred. It's just another thing was I was sitting at a restaurant. This African American black individual walked up to me and asked me if I had an outlet charger, and I said I don't have one. I apologize, I forgot my own. I said, but I have my battery backup. You can plug in your phone. So he plugged it in and sat across from me for like 30 minutes while his phone charged. And he thanked me and everything. I said, you don't have to thank me, it's not a problem. At the train station, people would walk in and confused, and I act like I lived from there. I'd tell them how the schedule worked, how the time frames worked. I changed seats with people when they said they would get car sick and they need to be looking in the direction the train's traveling. I did a lot of little things that to me don't impact my life, but if it makes somebody else's life easier, it'll always be worth it in the end, because I want to make someone's day, even if it's the most minute thing that in reality I can't give everybody money and I can't make every single person around me happy each and every day, but if for that one moment I can put them at ease and allow them to smile or to feel comfort or a happiness in what humanity is, then it makes me feel better. There's so many that I can go through just on this trip alone and just in general that I have strived to practice what I preach, and I tell you guys to be caring, loving, compassionate individuals, because when I walk out into this world, I see what we've become. And I'm not saying everybody's the same, because we're not. But what I'm saying is that we can empower ourselves to make a difference. And I know that at the end of the day, when we look back, we say one person can't make a difference. But that's the problem. It starts with one person. You start sending the trend. You start having the dominoes fall in a different direction. You start being a change in society that pushes it to be uncomfortable and doing things that we've at once probably did. I feel like at one point we had to do this. Whether caveman, they lived in the cave together, they had a clan, they got along, they hunted for food. At one point we tried to look out for others' interests as well as ourselves, and it wasn't all about greed. And I say this at this moment because I can see how other people will become angry or sour or upset with the world, because after a while that you continue to share positive, loving, and caring feelings towards people, and you don't get that same feeling yourself, like it's not reciprocated towards you, I feel like it would be easy to become angry and closed off to this world, because it's easier to just block it and train your mind not to care about something that's going on in today's society. But this problem is real. And I guess my question is to whoever watches this, how can we change this? How can us as individuals, as one person, start to push this in a different direction? Do I need to campaign for do something nice for someone day? Do I need to start a hashtag? What do I need to do to push this effort to try and be compassionate and caring towards people, respectful. If you're an adult, young adult, and you see a lady at the bus stop standing, offer her your seat. If you see someone struggling with their luggage, offer to help them. I did that so many times and people looked at me and said no, probably because they thought I was gonna steal it. Can I blame them? No. Did I get upset? No. Did I quit offering? No. Why? Because if 1 in 10 people tells me yes and I can help them, I'm okay with that. That's one more person that believes in humanity that might have not the day before. I can go on and on because I have so much to go on this topic, but I'm going to leave it at that. I hope that you guys stuck around to the end. If you like this, hit the thumbs up. The real goal is to share this and to get people to open up their eyes and maybe realize that we try to blame others for the problems that we have in this world, but we never take a look at ourselves in the mirror. We never look at the reflection. We never think that we can start the change. We can be the people that leave this world a better place. And I know that it's difficult in today's society because we have so many things going on, and with social media, the news, and everything all around us, we get pulled in so many different directions. But one thing that doesn't require you to have money or to have a cell phone or anything is being respectful, compassionate, and caring of everyone around you and giving everyone a chance. I know that in this life, because of how it's supposed to be balanced, there's good and bad, but it shouldn't mean that you should just completely shut yourself down and build a wall and not be a compassionate individual. I hope you guys can give me some information or share this, and maybe we can make a change together. But I don't have the answers, but I will continue to search and I will continue to talk to people and communicate and try to learn as much as I can, because it's something that I'm very passionate about, and I know I haven't gone far with what I want to accomplish, but I know that giving up is easy, and everyone who started something didn't become an overnight success. So I'm going to keep pushing myself to learn about society and our world and how to leave my imprint on it and how to leave this place a better place and maybe help others achieve what they want to achieve. But I'll catch you guys tomorrow on Ricos Spot.